Good morning children. Today we are going to discuss about the example problems. Yesterday we have discussed about plane surfaces formula and curved surfaces formula for refraction of light. So example 1 we are going to see now. A bird is flying down vertically towards the surface of water in a pond with constant speed. You should understand the problem first, then children you can do the problem. A bird is flying down vertically towards the surface of water in a pond with constant speed. Vertically down towards pond. Here this is the pond water. Here this is the pond water children. And the bird is vertically flying downwards with constant speed they given. Constant speed. And there is a fish inside the water. And fish is the observer here children. There is a fish inside the water. If that fish is exactly vertically below the bird. Exactly vertically below the bird. And then the bird will appear to be to the fish. They have given 4 options how it will looks like. Farther away than its actual distance, closer than its actual distance, moving faster than its actual speed, moving slower than its actual speed. Faster than, slower than, and farther than, closer than. So in these 2 options we need to find which one is correct, and in these 2 options we need to find which one is correct. Actually the bird is here. The original object is here, and the image to the observer how it will be looks like, that is image here children. So in the case of refraction, that is only. In yesterday's example and activity 1 we have observed that arrow mark, reverse inverted arrow mark we have observed with glass tumbler. So like that here also observer is here fish. There the people, we are the observers. Now here the fish is the observer and this is the image and this is the object. And we need to find is this image is less than this or more than this. If the image distance is more than object distance, then second option is correct. If the first option is correct. If the object distance is less than image distance, second option will be correct. So like that. So from these 2 we can conclude this one. If image distance is more, moving faster. If object distance is more, moving slower, because the constant speed. So for that first we need to conclude about these 2 which one is correct. So for refraction at plane surfaces we have the formula, we have derived this. For plane surfaces r is equals to infinity, and this is denser medium, rarer medium, and the incident rays downwards, that's why the positive downwards, and the denser medium the values are positive, and upward the values are negative. Upward the surface the values are negative. So here image distance be y and object distance be x, and this should be minus because this is opposite to the incident rays. So or else upward direction will take negative, that like that. So that's why here object distance is equals to minus x I am taking. It is because of, since it is in the opposite direction to the incident ray, by sign convention I am writing, by sign convention in that derived formula. And let y be the image distance. V is equals to minus y, because this is also upward to the incident, upward to the plane, and the incident rays are downwards. The observer is at here. So the values will be taken upside or negative, downside or positive. That's why v is equals to minus y and u is equals to minus x. Object distance minus x, image distance minus y. Substitute these 2 values in equation number 1 children. So then by equation number 1, n2 by minus y is equals to n1 by minus x. Minus minus will get cancelled. And we know refractive index of air is 1, that we know. And let n2 is equals to n. The refractive index of pond water will be n. Let n2 is equals to n and n1 is equals to 1. Refractive index of air is 1, that we know. And by substituting these 2 values in equation number 2, we will get n by, so I am substituting in the place of n to n. minus y is equals to 1 by minus x, minus minus will be get cancelled, so no need to worry for that. And cross multiply children, nx is equals to y we will get, or else y is equals to nx we will get. So here we know that the refractive index of air is 1. The pond water refractive index must be greater than 1. That we can conclude like that. We can say like that, that must be greater than 1, and y is equals to nx here. So if n is more than 1 means y always be greater than, it is the multiple of x, y is the multiple of x, and n is greater than 1. So that's why we can conclude that y is greater than x. That's why here image distance is more than object distance. That's why the observer observed like that the object is farther away than its actual distance is correct. So option A is correct here. So if option A is correct means the bird is flying with constant speed. We can conclude that the observer observed that moving faster than its actual speed. The object is moving greater speed than its actual speed. So option C is correct here. Option A and option C are correct here, children. So I think you got this problem. So next we are going to see the another problem. So next problem is a transparent sphere of radius r and refractive index n is kept in air. Air is the medium here. Transparent sphere of radius r. Transparent sphere, children, here this one is transparent sphere, and this is having two curved surfaces, and refractive index n is kept in air. Because the refractive index in air is 1, we can conclude like that. So we can take n value here as 1. And at what distance from the surface of the sphere? Surface of the sphere should a point object be? At what distance from the surface of the sphere should a point object be? So here we need to find out the object distance x. So let x be the object distance, and also they have given on the principal axis so as to form a real image at the same distance. At the same distance, object distance and image distance should be same. So for that we need to find the object distance. At what distance? On the principal axis. A real image at the same distance from the second surface of the sphere. From the second surface of the sphere, same distance, the real image should be formed. So like that we need to find the object distance for that. We need to find object distance here. So from the symmetry of figure, the ray must pass through principal axis or parallel to the principal axis. Another ray we are going to take. So from the figure, object distance u is equals to minus x, because incident ray is in this direction. So object distance we need to take in the opposite direction to the incident rays. That's why u is minus x we will take. And image distance we need to suppose that infinity. At infinity distance the image will be formed. So we can assume like that. So at infinity distance we are taking as image distance, and we need to find this one, but the image at infinity distance, for that we need to find out x value. So here we know refractive index of air 1, n1 is equals to 1, and refractive index of medium sphere, inside the sphere I am taking as n, n2 is equals to n. By using the curved surfaces formula, this one is curved surfaces formula. By using this formula, here we are taking y. I think you got doubt here, children. Why we are taking here infinity? Because the refracted ray is parallel to the principal axis and make a point of intersection here. Image will be formed here. So this the refracted ray is parallel to the optical axis. So after refraction at first surface, it is parallel, and it is falls on this and goes. So like that we can say the incident ray which is parallel to the principal axis will form image at infinity distance. So like that we are assuming. So image distance v is equals to infinity I am taking. So using n2 by v minus n1 by u is equals to n2 minus n1 by r. In that formula I am substituting all these values. U is equals to minus x, v is equals to infinity I am taking, and n minus 1 by r I am substituting in the place of n2 n, and in the place of n1 1 I am substituting by the above information. So something by infinity we are taking as 0, that we know 0 plus 1 by x is equals to n minus 1 by r. So 1 by infinity is equals to 0, that's why I am substituting that 0, implies x is equals to. So I am taking reciprocal. Since by taking reciprocal, so object distance x is equals to r by n minus 1. Object distance from the first surface of the sphere is x is equals to r by n minus 1. If we assume at infinity distance, we can conclude that x is same as image distance here. So here I am assuming the term with a parallel refracted ray. That's why I am taking v is equals to infinity. I am finding out x value, object distance from the first surface. And we are finding here I am taking the object distance minus u here. This is for second surface. I am taking as minus x children, again plus x here, and I have find out that this one. But why I am taking v is equals to infinity means that is for first surface image distance infinity. First surface image distance infinity. Here we are finding that second surface image distance. Don't get confused. Here infinity, and here we are taking x. What is this? So here I am taking this for first surface image distance. Object distance for first surface. So don't get confused. This x is for second surface too. From second surface to image distance is this. From first surface to image distance I am taking as v is equals to infinity. Yes, I think it is clear to you. So next we are going to see, this is the answer. Object distance from first surface is x is equals to r by n minus 1, and object distance from second surface is different. Here to here we will get. Just I am finding here object distance from first surface. This is object distance from second surface. Here infinity I am taking. Image distance from first surface I am taking as infinity, this one. So don't get confused here. That is the only thing you need to understand from example 2. I think you got this. It is clear to you. Next I am taking example 3. A transparent glass sphere has a small opaque dot at its center. A transparent glass has opaque dot in its center. We need to find, does the apparent position of the dot appear to be same as its actual position when observed from the outside? So here this is the sphere, transparent glass sphere. In middle we have opaque dot. We need to find, is that appears as it is while we are observing from outside. I think you got this question, children. We need to find out, is this same looks like from outside observation? Yes, that's we need to find. Let refractive index of glass be n. n1 is equals to n we are taking. And refractive index of air is equals to 1. n2 is equals to 1 I am taking. Here refractive index of glass, transparent glass 1. n1 as n, and another one is refractive index of air we need to calculate, because the observer is at outside in the air. So then u is equals to minus r. Why should we are taking minus r? Means here is while we are observing from the observer, the another side we are calculating. if we are taking the observer here means another side like this we are taking minus r. So this is the incident side. Ray of incidence is this side. So that's why I am taking here minus r. If we are taking observer this side, if we calculate this side the r. Like that we are taking here minus r. Radius of curvature minus r we are taking. So in the curved surface formula I am substituting n2 by v minus n1 by u is equals to n2 minus n1 by r. This is from derivation. This formula you should remember this, children. 1 by v. Here n2 we are taking A, refractive index. 1 by v minus n by u means minus r. So that's I am substituting here is equals to n2 value here we are taking as 1 and n1 as 1 n. So 1 minus n by r. Minus will minus into minus plus 1 by v plus n by r is equals to, here minus will be there. So just I am writing like minus 1 plus n. So n minus 1 by r I am writing. After calculation 1 by v is equals to, here I am transposing n by r to right hand side. N by r to right hand side. N minus 1 by r minus n by r. So here r is the LCM. So n minus 1 minus n. N plus n minus n will get cancelled. Will be 0 and minus 1 by r. 1 by v is equals to minus 1 by r. If we cross multiply it, v minus v is equals to minus r plus r, or else v is equals to minus r we will get. So thus we can say that if the observer is here, so it looks like same, looks like as it is. Does the apparent position of the dot appears be same? Yes, same only. If we are taking object distance minus r, we are getting image distance also minus r, means object distance and image distance same, and it is independent of refractive index also. The apparent position of the dot is the same as it is actual position if we observe from the outside, and it is independent of refractive index of the material of the sphere. It is not depending on the glass refractive index and air refractive index. It is independent of that, and it is